Hey Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising sign, Phoenix Spring Tarot here with your May 2021 general reading. So this is a reading for Cancer, Sun sign, Moon sign, Rising sign. What we'll be doing in this reading is that we'll be getting intuitive messages from the tarot cards. We'll be looking at your astrology placements, and we'll be getting further messages from your spirit guides via the oracle cards. Timestamps will be provided for that below. If this reading resonates with you, then do like, subscribe, click the notification bell on, leave a message down below so that I know how it has or how it hasn't. Good information all around to know. Okay. So let's look at what your current, and mind you, it's a general reading, okay? So not everything would resonate. And if it doesn't, that's fine. Just check your other planetary placements because it could be more messages are there in your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising, okay? So let's see, Cancer, what the energies are around you going in from April into May. So what are the general energies, spirit guides, for Cancer, Sun, Moon? Oh, yes. Right off the bat, the Magician and the Eight of Pentacles. That is exactly what we want to see. You are feeling really empowered here. And for some of you, even if you don't feel that you're quite empowered, or if you're feeling a bit ungrounded, if you're feeling a bit unsettled, not to worry, that's fine. Just have faith. You have everything. You have the potential to generate anything that you want to generate, to create, to bring into this physical realm, anything that you want to bring in and manifest at this point. It is at your fingertips. You are in the driving seat of your life right now. The Magician card, it is a brilliant card to have, you know? Fantastic to kick this off with. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. That's the thing. You are putting your head down. You're putting one foot against the other. And you're really on the road to becoming I'm being told to becoming an expert, to becoming a professional, to really fine-tuning your craft. You're just on the precipice now. I'm being told that you guys have put in enough work, you've put in enough commitment, that you guys are in that final stretch. I'm being shown, if you think of races and a 400-meter dash, you know, when they come round the corner for the last 100 meters, I'm being shown that you guys are on that home stretch. Just put your head down. Okay, and just keep on going. The universe got you. They got you. Keep on going for your goals. That's what I'm picking up. That's the energy of April coming into, put these to one side, thanks. April going into May. So let's see what the main energies are for you guys in May. What are the main energies in May? What are the main themes coming through for you guys in May? Oh, one card wanted to pop there. Fine. The Devil. Yeah, this energy I picked up on in the very beginning when I picked up this Magician. So you guys may have been wondering, when I picked up the Magician, why was I saying, if you don't feel this energy, not to worry, have it all there to play for? The reason why is because I felt that, you know, when sometimes something is going, I wouldn't say it's going too smooth or it's going too well, but when you guys become masters in your craft, or when you're putting your head down and when you're doing things, you begin to focus on the inner details and the finer details of what you're doing. So you begin to have a closer look. This is like when you're doing building management and you have a snagging list. You're looking at all the tiny little faults that need to be rectified. And what this Devil card is saying is that sometimes it's all right to fine tune and tweak and look at things that you need to improve, but do not let it come from a place of where you feel you're not good enough. All right, so don't feel that you're not good enough to do something. It's also saying don't take shortcuts at this point. Let this focus. Don't take shortcuts. Don't take your eye off the prize. Don't be distracted. Don't get comfortable. This is not the time. You're almost there. Don't pull your foot off the gas. Keep going. Don't take anything for granted. Don't get comfortable. All right? So that's what's coming through really strongly there. Don't get distracted. Don't get comfortable. Don't let your shadow side or your negative self-talk or negative limiting beliefs, don't let them come in now. Now is not the time. You're almost there. Yep, the Hermit. Beautiful. This is what I'm saying. The Hermit, when you take time on your own, the Hermit is talking about taking that time to gain inner wisdom, to reflect, to really contemplate where you're going, what it is you want to do. This is all about you. It's not being dictated by anyone else. And that's the space you guys have been in. So whether it could be because, you know, the pandemic and being in quarantine wherever you are in the world, it could be that that has enabled you to withdraw and have that time of reflection. And this is also telling me that, again, don't spend too much time over egging the pudding, because it's not a matter of separating yourself too much as well, but also taking this opportunity to reintegrate yourself with the land of the living, not being shy, reintegrating yourself, putting yourself out there, because it's only by doing that then you could really test how far you've come. Okay? Yep, we have the Queen of Wands and we have the Five of Wands. So this Five of Wands, that's what I was talking about when I was saying how to test how far you've come. And we have the Queen of Wands here as well. So this Queen of Wands could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or it could be that you guys have it in your charts. It doesn't matter. All this Wands is saying is, this Wands is just reinforcing what I was saying about you guys being very highly skilled, being a boss in whatever you guys are doing. This also coincides really well with the Magician card in terms of being manifestors and creators of your destiny, being high visionaries. This is where you're curating the vision and you're curating how to go about the vision. This Five of Wands is talking about self-doubt, and this Five of Wands and the self-doubt coincides with the Devil that came through as well. You know, where you begin to doubt yourself, or you make things more complicated than they need to be, or things are really, really fine, but you're going overboard in looking at the details, you know, whereas they're really fine. It's sort of, it's procrastinating in a way, because you could be afraid of success or holding yourself back from success. This could also be related to a group of people that you're doing day-to-day work with. You know, whereas you're probably coming forward, wanting to establish yourself as a leader, wanting to not establish yourself, it could be establish yourself as a leader, but it could also be that you have very, very good ideas, and it's a matter of getting other people to listen to those ideas. And it could be that that side of things could be a bit of a struggle also. All right, so take that as it resonates. It could be amongst your friends, coming together with friends in order to push a project forward. It could be a matter of your day-to-day work, working on a project, and getting people to appreciate and see your worth as well. All of that could be part and parcel of it. Okay, so let's see what your advice is from your spirit guides with regards to this month. Oh my God, did you see how those cards just jumped out? King of Cups and Two of Cups. Oh la la. Okay, so King of Cups, Cups energy, that's your energy, Cancer, because you guys are Cups. And it could also be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but you guys have come through really strongly, and you guys have come through strongly with the Two of Cups. It's interesting that we have the Two of Cups next to the Hermit card, and this is telling me about, and this is going to come up in your astrology reading, by the way. It's talking about putting yourself out there. It's time now in this last 100-meter stretch to really challenge yourself, to push yourself, put yourself out there, put yourself in uncomfortable positions. Trust yourself that you can handle it. All right, so really challenge yourself, put yourself out there in uncomfortable positions, trust yourself that you can handle it, because it's only through stretching yourself and putting yourself in uncomfortable positions, that's the way that you grow. It's also talking about being told relationships, whether it's a friendship that is revisiting and will be coming back in for you guys. So it's a friendship that's coming back in this month, or meeting up with more people this month, or finding someone where it could be the start of a really good friendship, or it could turn into a relationship, a romantic relationship. So that sort of energy I'm being told is coming in as well. I'm also being told by your spirit guides, this is the advice from your spirit guides, that you're really learning, or to keep on focusing on that balance between your emotions and between your intellect and your thinking, to really ensure that you keep those two in balance, because they would really serve you well throughout this month. Okay, let's see what the energies are towards the end of the month, going into June. So the energies for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising sign going into June. Okay, we have the, do I take this reverse? Oh my God, there are cards just dropping everywhere. Okay, I'll take them all. That's fine. Do I want to take this Ace of Wands reverse? Just one moment, guys. So what I think is really lovely here is that we have the Empress that's come through. And again, this is what I was talking about, that last 100-meter dash. Notice this Empress, this is Venus energy, by the way. And the Empress is also, is the Empress Taurus energy? Yep. And you guys have Taurus in your 11th house. So what is going to come through in your astrology aspect of your reading in a few minutes is this is, Taurus is in your 11th house, and your 11th house talks about friends. It talks about groups of people. And that's what I'm picking up with this card here, and intuitively in your spirit guide reading, that you guys are in Hermit energy right now for this month, or you have been in this energy for a while you've taken that opportunity for solitude, you've taken that opportunity to tune into yourself, to gain that inner wisdom and to learn about yourself. And you guys are approaching the time where you could put that to the test, you know, put yourself out there, challenge yourself. And this is where that Two of Cups is coming in, and this is where the Empress is coming in as well. There is something that you guys are giving birth to, so to speak, something that you guys are working towards with that last 100-meter dash. So this is saying that at the end of May, you guys are going to get some sign or some confirmation that you are on the right track. And why I say that is because we have the Four of Wands and we have celebration that's happening here. So again, this is a confirmation that you guys are on the right track with regards to whatever you all are working on. You're on the right track. You're heading in the right direction. There is going to be some recognition or some plateau that you're going to have achieved. So have a mini celebration for yourself and give yourself a pat on the back, because this looks really good. The Page of Pentacles also came through here as well. So when we get pages, again, pages are all about messengers. So with pages and messages, it could be that you get a realization about either a new opportunity, you may receive news about a new opportunity. So it could be a new job opportunity that you've been aiming for, it could be a promotion, it could be someone wanting you to team up with them, or you creating a new opportunity, creating a project with friends and working along with it. This could also represent, if for those of you, this could also represent as well, I'm being told something about your 9th house, but when we get into astrology, we would look at that. This is also the chance to study and enhance your skills. If any of you there want to take on a short course to do that, this is talking about that. I'm being told with the Ace of Wands that there is some new opportunity that is coming and that's on the horizons, but for some reason it may be a bit delayed. Or you may get the new opportunity, but it may be, you know, between you getting it, accepting it, starting, it may be delayed. Or it could be that you guys are pushing that new opportunity forward. You know, it could be a new opportunity to start something. You may have the opportunity to start it at the end of May, but you may decide to postpone it to another time. Take that how it resonates with some of you. And then finally, what came through was the Eight of Cups. So when we have the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups coincides really nicely here with this Page of Pentacles regarding the new opportunity. So this is what I'm saying. For some of you may be leaving your jobs or leaving something because you get news of a better offer that may be coming through. All right? So again, take that how it resonates. All right, so with that, let's go into your astrology element of your reading. And let me just bring up my chart so I have that in front of me so we could see for Cancer what's going on for you guys from an astrology perspective. Okay, so first of all, again, from an astrology perspective, your 11th house comes through quite strongly. You guys have a stellium in your 11th house, because in your 11th house is the house of, for those who are unaware of how it works, it's the house of long-term plans. It's a house of hopes, dreams, your long-term goals, your long-term finances and finance opportunities as well. Your 11th house also talks about friendships and also talks about community as well, getting a group of friends around you. So you guys at this point have a stellium in that 11th house. What do I mean by that? You have a number of planets in your 11th. You'll have the new moon from the 11th, 11. Get that? Notice that synchronicity, right? So you have a lot of ones happening around you in this month, and ones also talk about new beginnings. Ones talk about leadership, courage, independence, and that ones features, you know, with the Hermit, with the Magician. The Magician is another one. So that is coming through really strongly. The Ace, well, the Ace is a 0, but it's a start. You know, so the ones are featuring really strongly in your reading. But anyway, I digress. So with the new moon that's happening in Taurus, Sun, Uranus, it's talking about hopes and dreams. What are you dreaming about? With Mercury energy, you're being prompted to really pay attention to that. You know, really pay attention to dissecting what your goals are, fine-tuning what these goals are and what it is that you want to achieve. With Pisces, it's really interesting that Pisces has come up here, because again, Pisces is talking about your imagination, what you're dreaming about, you know. It's also talking about compassion and healing and allowing yourself, Pisces, with this mystical energy. Let's see what's going on in your house of Pisces really quickly. Let me just bring up my chart. What's going on in Pisces for you guys? Which house is it in? Let's check. So Pisces is in your 9th house. So you have Jupiter coming in there, and you have Neptune there currently. And this house is dealing with, this is your 9th house, right? Your 9th house deals with your ideas, thoughts, dreams, realizations, your visions. Right? So this is exactly what we were talking about in your this is exactly what we were talking about at the start of your reading with the Magician and with the 8 of Pentacles. What exactly are you guys working towards? What exactly is your vision? What is the aim? What is that long-term goal? And what I'm picking up on with the 9th house is that long-term goal, is it in line with who you are as a person? Is it aligned with your divine gifts? Is it aligned with your life purpose? And having said all of that, it's interesting. Look at this card. This is the first time I've ever pulled this card. But this card talks about the unknown, universal truth, psychic abilities, inner knowing, tingling, intuition. That's what I'm talking about at this point. And Cancer, water sign. Cancers are very internal. The ruling planet for you guys is the moon. You guys are very, very intuitive, very psychic almost. So if some of you are looking to start careers or look further with that 9th house energy, if you guys are looking to start careers, look further, take studies in intuition, shadow work, inner knowing, psychic abilities, that realm, If you guys are on the verge of taking a course or anything like that, it's going to be fantastic. It's really going to do you well. This is going to be the time to do it. All right, so what else is coming up for you from your planetary placements? Let's have a look. Yeah, so for some of you, it's meeting back up with friends again. And some of you could, with the Sun and Uranus being conjunct on the 1st of May in the 11th house, you could be receiving some shocking news. You could be having an awakening regarding news. So it could be that you may find out that friends are moving, someone's getting married, someone's getting divorced. But whatever this is, this news brings about a change in direction, a change in the way you do things. Right, you also have Venus in your 11th house, which is a good sign because Venus is to do with money, money, money. So with that, and there's an aspect with your 8th house as well, which is finances, investments, taxes. So it could be that you find out news about that as well, news about money. It could be that you may be with friends looking at money making opportunities. It could be that you are with friends and they give you an idea or an inspiration that would become a long-term goal and money making venture. So that's also what I'm picking up from your placements as well. You have Mars in your 6th house. So your 6th house looks at your day-to-day rituals and your goals. So when it's looking at day-to-day rituals and goals, it's with the opposition card that we have here, balance. It could be that with Mars in your 6th house, and Mars is all about drive and determination to make things happen. So it's talking about looking at your day-to-day rituals, looking at your goals, going on a health kick, because Mars in the 6th house talks about health as well. So you may be going on a health kick. You may be reevaluating, how your day-to-day rituals, whether they still stand, whether they need to be redone, whether there is something else that you would like to incorporate into those 6th house goals. It could also be looking, because the full moon at the end of the month is also in the 6th house. So there's day-to-day routines and commitments if you guys have been good, and if it's something that you guys have been doing, it could be that these day-to-day routines are going to end up paying off for you. Now there's a bit of opposition coming through this month as well. When you have too much of one thing, something else comes in to, keep it in balance. So this talks about confronting. So this talks about discipline. And of course discipline, I think that pertains to your 6th house with your day-to-day routines and plans. But what we're also talking about is looking at your opposite side of yourself. So it's talking about mirror, relating, confronting, making things that were previously subconscious conscious, having that realization. So there is something, especially with Pluto being in your 7th house as well, and Pluto is that transformation energy. There is something that was probably sitting in your subconscious that is going to come to your conscious thought, come to your conscious awareness, and you're going to be forced and challenged to look at it, reevaluate it, and deal with it, basically. That's what's coming through this month. Unfortunately, I don't have any more about that, but I think in terms of that opposition being linked with the numinous card, there is something with the psychic studies or psychic exploration or inner knowing, intuition exploration that you're doing this month, that's going to bring up something from your shadow self that you weren't, from your blind spot that you weren't aware of, and you're going to be forced to confront it this month. But not to worry, it's going to be for the best. Okay, so let's pull some oracle cards for you at this point. Let's pull some oracle cards. So spirit guides, what further messages do you have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign? Oh my God, my nose is so itchy. What further messages do you have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign? Ooh, that just shot out. Firm foundation. God, look at that back. Number 4. And what I'm being drawn to with this firm foundation card is I'm being drawn to the top of the mountain here where the 4 is. So, and this is the 4's always, 4's talk about dependability and integrity and a firm foundation, hence firm foundation. I'm just reading this again. Sorry, I was looking at the card I was channeling. So, again, you guys are on a firm foundation. Again, you guys are almost there. You're really going to be called upon to trust yourself and to trust that you guys can really do it. Also, if any of you guys are suffering from back pain because of all that action going on in your 6th house, it could be that that back pain is stress related as well, because I'm being shown, it's just that when I say back pain, I'm particularly talking about lower back pain as well. That the lower back pain is stress related. So if you guys need to see a physiotherapist, a masseuse, or changing your lifestyle under the inspiration of the 6th house, that could be advised as well. Any further messages for Cancers, the Sun, Moon and Rising? Destiny. I love this card. This card is a brilliant, brilliant card to get. You guys, and this is something that I've been saying from the very beginning of this reading. This is it. You guys are on your path. You guys are on your path here. All roads. You guys, that's what I was talking about. You guys being on that last 100-meter stretch. So think of about a 400-meter relay in a stadium, and the runners are just passing that bend on the 100-meter dash. You guys are on that stretch. And everyone is there to support you. It's a matter of you guys believing in yourselves. You guys are just on that last 100-meter dash with that Destiny card. Let's see what else are coming through for you. And that's really nice and comforting to know. You know, that to know and to have it confirmed that what you guys are doing, you guys are meant to be doing. You guys are meant, the place you guys are at right now is where you all are meant to be. Ask for help. Angels and celestial beings who protect everyone and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. This being picked up on really strongly, this asking for angelic assistance. There's a lot of mysticism and intuition and spiritual healing and the mystical that's coming in at this point, because we have the Pisces, which is the mystic, that's come through really strongly, and we have the numerous mysteries that have also come in, and then we have the fairies asking for angelic assistance. So I think again this is linked to you guys really experiencing a download in your psychic abilities. You could be doing an esoteric course, looking at the planets in your 9th house. It could be that you guys are doing an esoteric course, or it could just be that you guys are receiving a spiritual download at the moment. And if you are, this is a major crazy download. I'm being told by the time you guys are going to have a, oh gosh, there's a huge, I think it's a solar eclipse you guys are going to have in your sign. When that comes as well, that is, you guys are going to be spiritually, when that time comes, you're not even going to recognize yourselves from who you are now, is what I'm being told. Door to romance. All right. So what I was talking about earlier as well is about getting out there and meeting people and challenging yourself to do that at the moment. And so meeting people, this is your 11th house energy. So you have a stellium of planets in your 11th house. Your 11th house is to do with friendships. Your 11th house is to do with community and getting back out there, because we had the hermit energy of you being alone and in isolation. And you guys, the advice from your spirit guides was this Two of Cups. So there is someone coming in that you're going to have a really deep connection with. So this could be a group of friends, it could be someone who's a very close friend, another friend coming back in, or this could really be a relationship that's coming in that's going to be very long lasting for you guys. I'm being told the word marriage. It does have marriage potential. So we have the door open to romance here. Also, this could be very unexpected because we have Uranus in your Uranus in your, which house is it in? It is in your 11th house, and that is forming opposition to your 5th house. So we have first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Yeah, it's forming Uranus in your 11th house is forming opposition to your 5th. The 5th house deals with romance. It deals with relationships, self-expression, having fun, affairs of the heart, romance. So expect the unexpected this month, right, with that. So I want you guys to think of a question right now. And we have the Angels Oracle deck. So I want you guys to think of a question. You could pause the video if you would like to think of that question. And we'll see what the Angels Oracle deck have to say. So think of that question and we'll see what comes out. Too many cards, but I'll take the first one. We have the situation will improve. So take that as it resonates. The situation will improve. For some of you guys, I'm channeling, this could have been to do with finance for some of you. For some of you. Okay, let's see. And I'm being told again by spirit guides about some day-to-day routines that you guys are doing with Mars retrograde coming in at the end of the month. Where's your, is it Mars? No, sorry, it's Mercury retrograde. I beg your pardon, it's Mercury retrograde. At the end of the month, that Mercury retrograde, yep, could very well be in your 1st or your 2nd house. So you guys would be really taking that Mercury retrograde opportunity to really look at and evaluate who you are, what you want out of life. I knew I was going to get this. I knew I was going to get this. So for some of you guys, you got the answer no to your question. So take that as it resonates, what that no means. No doesn't necessarily need to mean a bad thing. It could mean a good thing as well. Especially with that Mercury retrograde. It could be that in that Mercury retrograde, you get some response, you get some, like there's something that you may be aiming for. Hence you've asked a question. It's come through as a no. But as I'm saying, Mercury retrograde, what that retrograde does, and Mercury being the planet of thinking, detail, what Mercury retrograde does, it goes back, or it encourages you to reevaluate ideas that you would have had about yourself. And because this would be occurring in your 1st or 2nd house, it means that you would be reevaluating who you are as a person, how you do things. Are you happy with the way you're doing things at the moment? Through this way of doing things, are you going to be achieving your goals? You know, is this how, because the 1st house is about self-identity, the 1st house is about image, it's about appearance, the 1st house is about self-awareness. You're going to be re-evaluating and thinking about how you appear to the world. Right, that's what Mercury retrograde is all about. The 2nd house is to do with your self-worth, your ability to generate material wealth, or your ability to just manifest things, to work towards something. Mercury retrograde, you're going to be re-evaluating that. Okay, so don't ever view no as a bad thing. Sometimes rejection is God's something. I think rejection is God's, oh my gosh, I don't know. Tell me in the comments down below if you do know. So here we have ask your angels. And remember, we had gotten this before. So this appears to be a really important theme. When you feel lost, when you feel unsure, again, ask for help. This came through earlier from your fairies, your angel guides. Ask for help if you're unsure about your direction, if you're unsure as to where you're going. Is this for me or not? And as we could see with a lot of these ones and a lot of that magician energy, you would get those answers sooner rather than later. Okay? All right, Cancer, that is it from moi. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Ask any questions you like about this reading. I respond to all questions within 24 to 48 hours. So do leave a question down below. Also, like, subscribe if you want a private reading. Hit me up on phoenixspringtarot.com. All details regarding my private reading is there. Check your other planetary placements as well. Check your other readings, because just to get further messages also. All right, so Cancer, this is a really, really interesting, powerful, psychically intuitive, spiritual, consciousness elevating month for you guys. Okay, this is really, really impressive. This is the most powerful reading that I've done so far. So I wish you guys all the best this month. Okay, bye for now.